Test one, two. Test one, two. Test one, two.
Test 1, 2, 3. Test.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening from the pride of Orange Unified, Fred Kelly Stadium in Orange, California. Tonight is Villa Park High School's homecoming game. Alongside my partners in spirit and Orange Unified alumni, Jennifer Miller, Katie Miller, and Kenny Miller, I'm Ken Miller, and it's time for Villa Park Spartan football. This evening, this non-conference game features the Villa Park Spartans with a record of 6-0, hosting the Esperanza Aztecs with a record of 1-4. This Hannah Brake and Kevin Sullivan production, as well as our executive producer, Michael Sullivan, is brought to you by Orange Unified Communications, and it's being live streamed in living color on the OUSD YouTube channel. This game is also brought to you by the CIF Southern Section and Stadium Nissan, who proudly sponsor all Orange Unified students and student athletes. Thank you again to our Board of Education Board President, Mr. Rick Ledesma, Board Vice President, Mr. John Ortega, Board Clerk, Mrs. Angie Rumsey, Board Member, Mrs. Chris Erickson, Board Member, Mrs. Madison Miner, Board Member, Mrs. Anna Page, and Board Member, Mrs. Andrea Yamasaki. Thank you as well to our Executive Cabinet, our Superintendent, Mr. Ernie Gonzalez, our Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Dave Rivera, our Acting Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Mrs. Tracy Nibb, and our Acting Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Mr. Craig Abercrombie. Welcome in, everyone. Looking forward to a great contest this evening. Again, the Spartans come in with a record of 6-0 on the year.
Villa Park won the toss. They deferred. Esperanza will receive and defend the north goal to start the ballgame.
Villa Park has had some very dominating wins this year thus far. Whereas the Aztecs have struggled a bit, coming in at 1-4. As you heard from Mr. Bill Fallon, our public address announcer, Villa Park won the toss but did defer for the second half. Just momentarily, the teams, as you can see, are assembling and they will be entering the playing field. Tonight is a beautiful night. As you can see, it's very warm, beautiful sunset. The temperature is still in the low to mid 80s here at Fred Kelly. It's very warm today, as you know. In fact, I'd call it hot. Temperatures in the mid to high 90s. Esperanza has now entered the field. And as you can see, the Spartans are on their way in. And here are the Villa Park Spartans. As you heard our public address announcer state, Mr. Bill Fallon, Coach Dushan Ansich comes into tonight with an overall record of 129-40 losses in 15 seasons at the helm here at Villa Park High School. Coach Ansich is only 41 victories behind Mr. Mahoney, who was the coach for 25 years from 1984 to 2008. One other statistic of note, Esperanza and Villa Park have played one another over the last 20 seasons, 12 times, and the last win by Esperanza was in 2005. They are sporting a 2-10 record against Villa Park in the last 20 seasons. They haven't played one another every season.
Kicking off for the Spartans.
But Villa Park has a 10-game winning streak against Esperanza. And now comes the kickoff. The kickoff is by number 27, Emiliano Salazar. Emiliano Salazar is a 5-star kicker per Chris Saylor in the Chris Saylor kicking camps. He is a highly regarded place kicker and also a punter. And here comes the kickoff. Kickoff is a short kick, recovered by Esperanza.
onside kick to start the game, but it was recovered by Esperanza, number 33.
Number 33, Ethan Long, recovered it. Esperanza takes over 1st and 10 at midfield. I'll be talking about some other statistics and other items regarding Villa Park football as the game progresses. It's a 1st and 10 right now by Esperanza at midfield after the failed onside kick by Villa Park. Esperanza comes in with a triple set to the left. Running back now in a pistol formation. Handoff. And up the middle for approximately 10 yards. Snyder carried the ball for a first down for Esperanza. Tackle was made by number 4, Johnson for Villa Park. 1st and 10 Esperanza on the Villa Park 40. Very quick start to the game here. What I'm anticipating, if I was a prognosticator tonight, is I would predict that Esperanza is going to try to control the football, try to control possession time, and keep the ball out of the hands of Villa Park. So 1st and 10 on the Villa Park 40. Passing situation is completed to 14. Edward Chakasvili.
Number 14, Eddie Gay.
Short gain of 5 yards.
Jeremiah Leftwich.
Leftwich made the tackle.
Gain on the play, 2nd down and 5 for the
2nd and 5 for Esperanza at the Villa Park 35. I'd like to say that Leftwich has had an outstanding start to the season over the previous 6 games, so you'll see a lot of him tonight making tremendous plays in the field. 1st and 10 again, the trips left, pistol formation, another running play. Running play was to Snyder off the right side. He actually lost 2 yards on that. Brings up a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 for Esperanza at the Villa Park 37-yard line. Handoff right up the middle to Snyder, and Snyder gets the first down. Snyder out near the Villa Park 28. Very solid run.
Snyder, the ball carrier again, brought down by number 8, Jeremiah Leftwich. Takes up a first down.
There's Leftwich again on a tackle, but it brings up a first down for Esperanza at the Villa Park 28. Mind you, this is a Villa Park team that has not allowed many points this year. In fact, they have only allowed 64 points all year. 1st and 10 Esperanza. Double set, pistol formation. Throw out to the side. Complete to Kashishvili. He's out of bounds at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Completed to number 14, Eddie K. Louis Clark runs them out of bounds for Villa Park. It's a 7-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 3.
Again, as I stated before, Esperanza taking a lot of time, utilizing the play clock, slowing the game down. Again, their intent is to not only drive the ball, but to keep the ball out of Villa Park's offensive hands. 2nd and 4, and Schneider is tackled on the left side. The gain of about 3. Should be 3rd and 1 here. 3rd and short again for Esperanza. All the way down inside the 20, so they're in the red zone at the 19-yard line. 8:55 remaining in the first quarter. So again, Esperanza utilizing quite a bit of time. Again, utilizing each play clock down near 0 for the 40 allotted seconds that they have for each play clock. So this is a double set to the right. Snyder takes the ball, and Snyder gets a first down, it looks like, over the middle. Snyder down to the 17-yard line.
Wrapped up by Jacob Johnson.
It's definitely going to be a first down, though, for Esperanza. So 1st and 10 for Esperanza at the Villa Park 17.
2-yard gain and a first down.
If you're watching this stream and it's on camera, how you can tell about the play clock in football is that the rear judge will keep the clock, and if it gets down to 5 seconds, he will begin signaling a countdown. Didn't get to that point there. Handoff is to Snyder. Snyder with a very short gain, maybe 1 yard. We'll give him 1 over the left side.
Owen Aguilar with the stop.
Aguilar with the stop.
Second down and 9.
Nice tackle there.
Making that 2-yard gain, my bad.
Villa Park does a very good job with their swarming defense. Again, they've only given up 64 points thus far this year. First and 10, Esperanza, the Villa Park 16. Snyder with the carry. Snyder down inside the 10.
Snyder, the ball carrier.
Snyder to the just inside the 9-yard line.
Herman with the
Very close to a first down.
9-yard gain on the play.
The right side of the Esperanza line doing a tremendous job blocking at this point. Thus far, Esperanza has used over 5 minutes of the clock, 5 minutes already, to go 41 yards. So obviously this is going to be their strategy tonight, is to utilize the clock and keep the ball out of the hands of the Spartans. Double set right. Snyder in the backfield. Handoff to Snyder. The defensive end for Villa Park was crashing.
Brody Snyder, the ball
Simone, that was Simone, number 10, crashing.
Jacob Johnson with the stop.
Johnson actually made the tackle, the number 4 for Villa Park. That was a loss of 2. So now 1.5. So now we have a fourth down setup. 4th down and 2 at the 9-yard line of Villa Park. So we'll see what Esperanza does here. Again, they have already used half of the first quarter. Half of the first quarter on this first drive. T-wing set. Handoff is to Snyder, and I believe he may be short. We'll see. That's going to be very close.
Brody Snyder, the ball carrier.
Very, very close.
Rhett Johnson.
It looks like actually that Snyder did pick up the first down, so it is first and goal. First and goal for Esperanza, the 7-yard line of Villa Park. So Esperanza has definitely come to play ball tonight here at the Pride of Orange Unified Fred Kelly Stadium. Again, T formation. This is an older formation in football. That is a straight T formation. The handoff is around the right side to number 11. And number 11, Jack Lee, scores the touchdown. It is a touchdown for Esperanza. So that was a 50-yard, 6-minute, 47-second drive for Esperanza. Esperanza will now attempt the point after. Point after will be attempted by number 35, Andrew Orick. Snap is down, and the ball is blocked. It is blocked, and the kick is no good. So Orick's kick is blocked. A lot of Villa Park Spartans over the left side, which would have been the right side of the Esperanza line. So the score, with 5:13 left in the first, is Esperanza 6, Villa Park 0. So it looks like Oric will be kicking off for Esperanza.
Oric kicking off.
As you know, in high school, they kick off from the 40-yard line. Oric kicks it, short kick, taking it to 14. Up the left side, and here we go. And I believe this is Christie. Christie returned the ball.
Dominic Ansich takes a kickoff past midfield, brings it out to the 26-yard line, and Bill Park will take over. First and 10.
Actually, correction, that looks like it was Ansich, and Ansich took the ball over the left side. Esperanza right. From the 14 all the way down to the Esperanza 26-yard line. So that was about a 60-yard return. So first and 10 for Villa Park. Villa Park lines up in a pistol sort of formation. The handoff, and Lewis keeps the ball himself. Nate Lewis is at quarterback. Nate Lewis went around the left side. He's going to be near first down. Very close to the line to gain. Looks like it may be a bit short. It is. It's 2nd and 1 from the Esperanza 17.
Joe Nelson with the stop. 9-yard gain on the play. Second down.
Villa Park, as they've done all year, is moving very quickly. Handoff right up the middle. Handoff for a touchdown. A touchdown.
Whiskey takes it to the house. 17 yards and a touchdown. Villa Park.
That looked like it was Ethan Frazier to me, the running back, the senior, 5'9", 170 for a touchdown. Ethan Frazier has tied the ball game at 6. And that took all of 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Combined with the kickoff return and that drive. 50 seconds for Villa Park to tie the ball game up at 6. So it looks like they had an issue with Salazar with his equipment. The referees in high school are very stringent on some of the rules as far as the knee pads, etc. So now our kicker is number 47, and I don't even have his number here with the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it's right through the middle. It's good. Didn't even miss a beat. Very nice job. That's our Frostoff kicker. JV kicker. I will get his name and number if I can. But that was a very great job.
4:23 left in the first.
The kick is up and good, and again, it's 7-6 Villa Park. That doesn't surprise me at all that the second-string kicker could come in and just kick it right away, not miss a beat. As Coach Ansich and his staff always say, next man up. If somebody goes down, if there's an issue with somebody comes out for a play, it's next man up. That was very typical of that right there, as you saw. Didn't miss a beat. 7-6 here, Villa Park. Salazar came back out now, and he's coming back out. He has had a tremendous season thus far. When he does not have to onside kick, he does put the ball into the end zone. And here's a kickoff, and there's a tremendous kick. 10 yards deep, all the way to the back line. Again, Salazar is a 5-star kicker through the Sailor camps. Look for him to be playing football on Saturdays in the short term. Great job there. Esperanza will come out to the 20. Again, in high school, it comes out to the 20-yard line still. It's not like college or professional where it's the 25. High school is still at the 20-yard line. So Esperanza will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 4:23 remaining in the first quarter with Villa Park leading 7-6. Snyder is in the running back position. The throw is going to be out to the corner and is going to be an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass.
Pass was intended for number 10, Joe Nelson. Falls incomplete.
Joe Nelson with the incomplete, and our quarterback, who also is our free safety, Nate Lewis, on the stop there. The quarterback for Esperanza is Travis Frazier. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 215. Tremendous play. As you could see that Nate Lewis, the junior, 6 foot, 170, is not only a tremendous quarterback, but he's a tremendous free safety. The handoff is to Snyder. Looks like a bit of a rugby scrum there. The ball is blown dead at that point after about a 2.5-yard gain. Snyder carried the ball up the middle. So that's going to set up a 3rd and long for Esperanza. 3rd and 7. They'll call it 7 from the 23. Third and 7 from the Esperanza 23. Back to passes, Frazier. Frazier throwing it down the field, and it is incomplete. Incomplete pass. Cohen Alley had the ball and dropped it. The coverage was by Clark, number 14 for Villa Park. This brings up a 4th down and a punting situation for Esperanza. 3:27 remaining in the first quarter, with Villa Park again up 7-6. We have a nice homecoming crowd filling in to the stadium. There's going to be a vibrant student section. The Spartan Black Pack is alive and well here. As you heard earlier, our band sounded tremendous with the national anthem, and you'll hear them playing throughout the breaks. And our cheer, dance, and song teams are doing a tremendous job. We just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and all of you for watching the stream and listening to the stream tonight. And as Mr. Fallon said on the public address, we thank all of the alumni that are here tonight in the stadium and that are watching on the OUSD YouTube channel. Back to action here on the football field. 4th and 7. Nelson is back to punt for Esperanza. Punting out and got a great roll for Esperanza. Nelson got the ball rolling down all the way to the 23-yard line. Villa Park will take over 1st and 10. Ball at the 54-yard punt. 54-yard punt from scrimmage. Got a tremendous roll. Unfortunately, Jared Hoggard could not field it. It had an interesting spin on the ball, and those are very difficult to catch. So 1st and 10 for Villa Park at their own 23-yard line. Again, expect the Villa Park offense to work very quickly as they've done all season. They've been putting up tremendous yardage and tremendous points against their opponents this year. Handoff again is to Frazier, and Frazier with a huge run. Frazier with 25 yards.
Brought down by number 6, Owen Forest Green.
1st and 10 for Villa Park at their own 48-yard line. Again, Frazier with a 25-yard run. Again, the senior, 5'9", 170. Lewis at quarterback and the shotgun formation. He was looking deep down the middle. And there it is. And Hoggard has the ball and has scored a touchdown. Lewis to Hoggard for 52 yards. As I stated, the offense for the Spartans works very quickly. And this is exactly why Esperanza is trying to keep the ball out of their hands. I believe they've run a total of 4 plays, and they've scored 13 points. Salazar will be out now for the extra point. Lewis is now at quarterback for the extra point. Let's see if Villa Park shifts back. They will shift back into a typical PAT formation. We'll see if they can kick the ball on time here. Lewis holds. The kick is up by Salazar, and it's good right through the middle. So with 2:34 remaining in the first quarter, Villa Park 14, Esperanza 6. As you hear the band and cheer in the background, it's a little bit about Coach Dusan Ansich, who has a very impressive record here at Villa Park, again, of 129-40. He has 5 9-win seasons, and he has going for actually his 4th undefeated season in the regular season. Kickoff by Salazar, and ball's in the end zone for a touchback. Ball will be at the 20. Esperanza takes over at their own 20, 1st and 10. 2:34 remaining in the first quarter, 14-6, Villa Park. Pass is completed. That is a completed pass. 14. Again, Edward Custavili. 6'3", junior. That was a very good pass by the sophomore Frazier. First down. It was a gain of 32 yards for Esperanza. .227 remaining in the first quarter, 14-6 Villa Park. Very similar formation, triples with Snyder going into the pistol, handoff to Snyder, that goes nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Number 4, Johnson leading the tackle.
Snyder, the ball carrier.
With our D-line and our linebackers, one of which is Perez, number 58. Gadio Perez is a 6'2", 240-pound senior. Very nicely done. That was a tackle for loss credited, so it will be a no gain. In fact, a -1. 2nd and 11 from the Villa Park 49. Double set. Handoff went the wrong way, and the pass is thrown out of bounds. A new quarterback was Noah Puertas. Noah Puertas heaved the ball out of bounds. Looks like it was a broken play. Looks like perhaps Snyder, the running back for Esperanza, went the wrong way on that. Clock stops with 1:24 remaining in the first quarter. 3rd and 11 for Esperanza, with Villa Park leading 14-6. Double set on both sides. Snyder standing next to the quarterback, Puertas. Puertas is pressured, and Snyder catches the ball. Got out of the tackle briefly of Christie, but Christie makes the tackle. Sets up a 4th and 3 from the Villa Park 41. 4th down and 3 from the Villa Park 41. Nice tackle there by Christie, number 12. Again, Carter Christie, 5'11 senior, who is also one of the counting leading rushers this year through 6 games. Does a tremendous job on defense for the Spartans as well. Sets up a 4th down. We have a triple set to the left. Puertas is the quarterback. Snyder is to the right. The ball is heaved into the air by Puertas to nobody. Esperanza will turn the ball over. Tremendous pressure by the defensive line on the offensive line through the offensive line, and Puertas was pressured and threw it away. 1st and 10 by the Villa Park Spartans here on their own 41, and we'll see what they do with 32 seconds remaining in the first quarter, with them leading 14-6. Villa Park in a triple set. Nate Lewis at quarterback, number 2. Lewis is back. Throws the ball over the middle, a little too high for Hoggard, number 0.
Nate Lewis's pass was intended for number 0, Jared Hogard. Falls incomplete.
Gerald and Hogard were running verticals on the play, just out of Hogard's reach. We have 27 seconds remaining in the first quarter. With the score again, Villa Park 14 and Esperanza 6. Looks like we have an injured player on the field. He's coming off the field right now. I'll try to get a number for you if I can.
We do want to remind everybody, please stick around at halftime for the.
It looks like number 55, Del Rio, came off the field. Second and 10 for Villa Park. Eye back set. Lewis hands it off. To Christie. Christie up the middle. Gained nearly 8 yards on 2nd down. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and short, but it looks like the quarter's going to run out. Actually, looks like knee touched, bringing up a 3rd and 3. 5 seconds left in the quarter. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the first quarter. The first quarter is expired with the score. Villa Park 14, Esperanza 6.
There's the end of the first. It's at 6.
Some other things of reference regarding our coaching staff. Coach Ansich has brought not only his brother Visco, his son Joe, but then also Dushan's son Davin is coaching, making up a tremendous coaching staff. We also have alumni, Brendan Leahy, Josh Moorhead. His line coach is Joe Gutierrez. We have Tony Jaimez, DBs. Also have Juan Alvarado. We have Kevin Loyola coaching quarterbacks, Juan Vigil coaching the D-line. And then we have Todd Light. Yes, Todd Light, who went to college at Notre Dame. He is a Hall of Famer, Notre Dame Hall of Famer, and played in the NFL for, I believe, 12 seasons. He was one of my favorite Los Angeles Rams, by the way. We are just very thankful he's on our staff. Nate Lewis handed it off to Christie. The quarter has begun. Christie was over the left side, and I'm mistaken. My eyes mistake me. That was actually Dominic Ansich. Dominic Ansich with an 8-yard gain over the left side. First down, Villa Park. At the Esperanza 43. Again, Villa Park's offense moving very quickly. Split backs. Nate Lewis hands off. A very quick Ansich with 10 more yards. 10 more yards over the left side. We have an Esperanza player slow to get up. That's number 4, Cohen Ali, the junior, 6'170".
Officials timeout for an injured player.
It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Villa Park. At the Esperanza 38, time is out for the injury. Again, Villa Park coming into the game with a 6-0 record. Number 24 in the Southern Section and number 40 in the state of California. Again, as I stated earlier, and this is a big if at this point because there are games following this contest, 3 more games to be exact in league. But Coach Ančić's goal is to have his 4th undefeated season, regular season that is, as a coach here at Villa Park High School. Previous undefeated regular seasons were 2011, 2015, and 2018. 2011 was 11-1. 2018 was 12-1. And then 2015, which was a very special season for me as a dad of my son, Kenny Miller, who is now a coach at Lake Erie College. And shout out to Kenny, who's in Columbus, Ohio tonight, awaiting their battle tomorrow against Ohio Dominican University, who is based in Columbus, Ohio. So Lake Erie will be playing there tomorrow. So good luck to my son. Best wishes always.
Dominic Ančić, the ball carrier, picks up the first down.
Dad loves you. He's coming live from Orange, California. So good luck tomorrow. 2nd and 5 for Villa Park. Nate Lewis around the left, throwing across the field, and the pass is incomplete. Pass was a little high for the intended receiver. It was a very nicely set up play. It was almost a thread the needle type of play with a backside post, thrown a little high. Incomplete. We have an injury timeout on the field with 10:54 in the second quarter with Villa Park up 14-6. 14-6. Stay tuned for our halftime show. Halftime will be coming up here. The intended receiver for that was number 33, Blythe Dahl, and we're glad that Mr. Dahl is okay. He's up and running off the field. He gave a tremendous effort on that pass. Again, Lewis's pass was a bit high for him over the middle. We're just glad to see that he's okay. Maybe the wind knocked out of him. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 from the Esperanza 28 for the Spartans. Handoff. It's like it was to Christie. Christie did gain the line for the first down, but there is a penalty flag that was thrown near the Villa Park sideline. It could be an offsides on Esperanza. It's illegal. Actually, it's an illegal formation. Villa Park had an illegal formation prior to the snap. So as you see on your television screen there, your monitor, when the official does what's known in basketball as a traveling call, there's 2 different calls that they can make in football. One is a false start, but since the play continued on that in that play, when the official makes that motion, that's actually an illegal formation, which means that there are either too many people in the backfield or too many people on the line. Nate Lewis throws out to number 8, which is Leftwich, and Leftwich gained 7 yards, almost gained the full yardage back. So it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Spartans, a 4th and 3 at the Esperanza 26. Dahl and Simone are coming out, so it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down here. It's going to be a 4th and 3 for the Spartans at the Esperanza 26-yard line. Ball is carried forward. It looks like there was a line to gain achieved on that. I'm trying to get a number for you for the run. I believe it was Christie.
Picks up the first down on the carry.
It was a successful conversion on fourth down. I believe the carry was by Christie. It was hard to see. The play was run very quickly, which is another strategy to get up to the line and run the play very quickly, which Villa Park achieved. So it's going to be a first and 10 from the 22 of Esperanza. Power eye set. Handoff is to number 12, Christie. Christie on a counter, and Christie takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Christie, the ball carrier.
One of the benefits of a power eye is you could get pretty crafty, and that was a crafty play. That was a counter play, and the counter play went over the right side. They're going to say it's at the 11, so we're in the red zone here, but not quite a goal situation yet. Clock running with 9 minutes even left in the second quarter with Villa Park driving and up 14-6 on Esperanza. This is going to be a double set, which is an open set. We do have Christie in the backfield, Lewis at quarterback. Lewis is handing it off to Christie. Christie dicing around, and Christie with his quick feet waited his turn, saw sunlight, and went for the touchdown. Another touchdown for Villa Park and for Carter Christie on the year. As you could hear the band reacting to that touchdown, very nice job as always. Carter Christie with the 11-yard touchdown to make it 20-6 Villa Park. Salazar will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Lewis. The snap is back, the ball is up, the kick is up, and it is right through the middle. Right through the middle. As you could see from the telecast, it nearly went to our car raffle item for the Orange Unified Public Schools Foundation. We don't want the football to touch that car. Again, the Orange Unified Public Schools Foundation, a proud sponsor of our district and giving us so much. We want to thank everybody in the foundation for all of your support for all of our district, not just our student athletes, but for all our programs, greatly sponsoring our schools and our teachers. The car raffle will be held on October 27th at the last regular season home game of the year. For more information on the car raffle, go to oupsf.org. You can also access the Orange Unified Public Schools Foundation through our website at orangeusd.org. Kickoff by Salazar, and Salazar kicks the ball very high kick, and it's taken right at the goal line. At the goal line by Esperanza. And the ball is taken back all the way back by number 10, Nelson, and he ran it back for a touchdown. 99 yards.
Joe Nelson takes the kickoff.
A tremendous run back, 99 yards. I say 99 yards, and you're saying, why not 100? Because in high school, you do not get credit for, like college, you do not get credit for 100 yards. It's 99 yards. That is the maximum by rule. So that was a 99-yard touchdown by Nelson, a senior for Esperanza, bringing the score at 21-12. Well, I know one thing for sure, that at least tied the Esperanza record, school record for kickoff yards, because that's the longest you can have, folks, is 99 yards. And Villa Park calls a timeout. Timeout on the try, which it looks like it's going to be a 2-point try. So Esperanza will try for a 2-point conversion to make it a one-score game. The 2-point try is attempted, and the 2-point try failed for Esperanza. The 2-point tries, and it failed. Great job by Jared Johnson and the defense.
24 left in the half. Villa Park 20.
Also on the stop was Brett Johnson, a junior inside linebacker. Great job there. The score remains is Villa Park 21, Esperanza 12. Want to give a huge shout out to Villa Park High School as they were announced a 2023 College Board AP Honor Roll School. They received the Bronze Award for AP Honor Roll. Congratulations to Mr. McHouston, principal, the fabulous co-administrators at Villa Park, and the tremendous teaching staff who always do a great job at Villa Park. Congratulations to the school and our community. Again, Villa Park, an AP Honor Roll School, bronze award winner. Kickoff by Esperanza over the left side. Looks like it's to Christie, and Christie takes the ball back to about the 37, so sizable return there by Christie. Brings up a 1st and 10 for Villa Park. On their own 37 with the score, 21-12, Villa Park with 8:17 remaining in the second quarter. Villa Park comes out in a triple set to the right, single receiver left with Nate Lewis at quarterback. Nate Lewis fumbles the ball, recovers, and takes the ball back to about the 33-yard line. So that was a loss of 5. Loss of 5.
Run out of bounds by 74, Nick Thayer.
2nd and 15. 2nd and 15 for the Spartans. Clock continues to run. 7:50 remaining in the second quarter with the Spartans up 21-12. Now we have a pistol formation. Lewis hands the ball off to Christie. Christie stutter steps. It looks like there might have been a face mask there. 2 penalty flags are thrown. The clock stops.
Dominic Ansich, the ball carrier.
And again, sorry about that. It's actually Ansich that was carrying the ball, not Christie. My apologies. Number 11 and 12 look pretty similar from up here. Esperanza, again, like I stated and I thought, did commit a 15-yard face mask penalty there, which should give the Spartans a first down. Villa Park will have a first down attained from that penalty. The gain was nothing. However, with the penalty for a personal foul face mask, it was 15 yards. So Villa Park at their own 48, leading 21-12 here on offense. 1st and 10, triple set left. Lewis as a quarterback, looking up the middle, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Jared Hoggard. Jared Hoggard, again, number 0 was the intended receiver on that. Fell incomplete, brings up a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That time, Lewis's pass looked pretty good and pretty much on the money there. Now Lewis is under center with an I-back formation. Now out of the I-back formation into more of a split-back formation. Handoff is to Christie, and Christie is around the left side for tremendous yards. And Christie looks like he's probably going for a touchdown, and he is. Over the end, just like that, for 52 yards. 52-yard touchdown. Carter Christie, again, one of the county leading rushers, one of the county leading touchdown gainers as well. 7:03 remaining in the second quarter. What the score now is Villa Park 27 and Esperanza 12. Number 27, Salazar, with the point attempt here out of the hole to Lewis. The kick is up, and it's right through the middle. Good, right through the middle. The score now is 28-12. Villa Park with 7:03 remaining in the second quarter. Salazar kicking off from the 40. Lays into one, and that is a touchback this time. I don't believe they'll be trying to kick the ball to Delson anymore, as he returned the last one for 99 yards. So 1st and 10, Esperanza. So a little history about Villa Park football while we have a little bit of a break here. Villa Park is headed toward, hopefully, their 22nd conference championship. They have won 21 league titles over the years, the first one being in 1973. And we know that the class of 1974 is coming up for their reunion, and I wanted to give them a shout-out tonight, a special shout-out tonight for the class of 74, as the 73 team at Villa Park was the first league champion. And that was, again, called the Crestview League in those days. That was another 11-1 season for Villa Park. They lost in the semifinal playoffs. They were the first team to ever beat El Medina in Orange. Chuck Rodiak gave me that information, and we'd like to thank you, sir, and congratulations on coming up on your 50th, and well done. You are in the annals of history for Villa Park High School. Well done, sir. Hand off to Snyder, and Snyder is buried at the line of scrimmage. Actually, he lost 2 yards at the original line of scrimmage. That will bring up a 3rd and 10 for Esperanza at the Villa Park 20. Some more history about Villa Park. They are a 3-time CIF finalist, and their lone CIF championship, 1977, beat Los Alamitos 21-6 at Anaheim Stadium. Again, as I stated before, Dushan Ansich is only 31 wins behind Pat Mahoney, who had 160 wins in 25 seasons. Coach Mahoney also won 9 league titles. Dushan Ansich has already won 10 league titles in 14 years. Tremendous pressure by the defensive line, running right through the O-line. Puertas threw the ball away. Looks like the referees extended some grace on that, because that ball definitely did not make it to the line of scrimmage, which usually would vet a call of intentional grounding there. However, a flag was not thrown, so it simply brings up a 4th down for Esperanza. 4th down at their own 20. 2 returners are back. I know Hogard is one. Looks like Villa Park's going for the block. It's a short punt. Ball is taken at midfield. That was taken by number 8, Leftwich. Looks like we have a penalty on the play, though. It looks like a personal foul is going to be called, some type of taunting on Villa Park. The ball was thrown, or the flag was thrown, on their sideline, actually. So I don't know if it's a sideline infraction or some type of taunting, but it's definitely going to be a 15-yard penalty against Villa Park. So instead of taking over at Esperanza 35, it looks like the ball will come out to midfield. Yeah, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. So I know Coach Ansich will not be happy with that. Silly penalty there after a good return by Leftwich. Leftwich returned the ball about 17 yards there, but the penalty flag takes any positive yardage away. So 1st and 10 for Villa Park. Let's see what they do here. They'll probably try to work quickly again as they've done all night and, frankly, all this season. 5:17 remaining in the second quarter. 28-12, the Spartans lead. Timeout, Esperanza.
Timeout taken by Esperanza.
That's their first charge timeout. So some other statistics about Villa Park football. Again, as I said, they've won their conference 21 times. Their first double-digit wins were in 1973. Also in 75, 76, 77. 2003, 2004, and as I stated before, Coach Anchich had double-digit wins in 2011, 12, 15, and 18. So again, the Spartans' success is well-known throughout the county. Definitely with the likes of La Habra, Mission Viejo, San Clemente, and various other schools with great public school football programs. 1st and 10 for Villa Park after the Esperanza timeout. There's a triples left, and then now there'll be a triple shift. They're going to go to a double set, hand off to the short side, which is going to be out near the 35-yard line. That was Makai Hayes, the 5'8 junior running back. Nice gain, 15-yard gain.
15-yard gain on the play.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Again, as I've stated all night, the Spartans are going to work fast. They're going to rev up their offense here. They only know one speed, and that's full speed. First and 10 from the 35. Nate Lewis's pass is complete to Spencer Jarrell. Spencer Jarrell, number 6, for another touchdown. That is one of several touchdowns for Jarrell this year. Spencer Jarrell, great job. The 5'10 senior, 5'10", 180. Score now is 34-12, Villa Park. So the Spartans nearing their season total of points per game in the first half here, and we still have 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Out of the hold of Lewis, Salazar, up and good. Looks like there was a little bit of a challenge with the snap and hold there, but Lewis recovered nicely, and Salazar put it right through the middle. Score is 35-12, Villa Park. Another huge shout-out I'd like to give personally, and this has a tie to the teams of the mid-'70s that had 3 seasons in a row and 4 out of 5 with double-digit wins. I'd like to say hi to one of my former coaches, Jim Neal, a 77 grad of Villa Park High School, who emails me every week about the progress of the Spartans. I'd like to say hi, Coach Neal. Coach Neal remembers that on this very field in 1988, one of the funniest things that I ever saw in football was not actually during a game, but it was Coach Neal as my coach when my high school, Warren High School, beat El Medina, and Coach Neal was doing somersaults on the football field. Great job, Coach Neal. Huge shout-out to you, a 77 Spartan. Salazar's kick is again in the end zone. And again, Salazar employing the strategy of it. He does not want the kick to go to Joe Nelson. Joe Nelson, again, took that 99 yards a couple kickoffs ago, so he is now kicking the ball through the back of the end zone every time. Great job by Salazar. Number 27 for Villa Park. Again, 1st and 10 for Esperanza at their own 20. 4:31 remaining, 35-12 Villa Park. Snyder carried the ball over the left side for a very short gain.
Brody Snyder, the ball carrier, run out of bounds by Jacob Johnson.
Johnson and Frazier on the stop for Villa Park. Short gain, 1 yard,
Gives him a yard.
2nd and 9. Again, Esperanza taking their time. They do not want Villa Park to have the ball back at all in this half if they can afford it. Esperanza was substituting, so now we're getting down to near 0 on the play clock. In fact, there is a flag now on the field. Delay a game on Esperanza.
Timeout taken.
And actually, they may have been spared. Esperanza's head coach may have called a timeout prior to the delay of game. 3:35 remaining in the second quarter, which is the first half. Score, Villa Park 35, Esperanza 12. Second and 9 for Esperanza. Snyder with the ball. Snyder up the middle. And very ferocious tackle by 7 Spartans there. Number 75, Burris on that tackle, among many.
2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Aguilar, 53, on the tackle as well. Number 40, Johnson on the tackle. Nice job. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 7 with 3 minutes remaining in the first half. 3rd and 7 for Esperanza on their own 23-yard line. Triple set. It is a blitz by Villa Park. There's a screen. It's a nice call on a blitz. And Snyder is taking the ball down the field. Again, very nice play call running under the blitz there.
Screen pass completed to Brody Snyder.
Puertas took the screen.
By Villa Park. Ball at the 35-yard line.
Gain of about 42 yards on that, if I'm not mistaken. So 42-yard gain. So we've seen some really big plays in this game, large yard gainage, several plays over 50 yards. Which is what you would expect, actually, with these two offenses. Esperanza's offense is not too bad. Definitely have some playmakers. 1st and 10 here. So Puertas' pass is complete over the left side. Not seeing a number right now. Looks like it might have been 14. I got Chushvili on that catch, number 14, who's had several catches tonight. It's going to be a 2nd and 3, and it looks like Esperanza is achieving its task, which its task was to keep the ball out of Villa Park's hands, and they're driving. It's 2nd and 3 from the Villa Park 27. Another blitz, and that blitz was not picked up, and the pass was over the left side. Was a completed pass, but a significant loss. Significant loss. Hogard. Hogard on the stop, who has made tremendous plays tonight, all night already. Esperanza is at their own, at the Villa Park 32, but they are very content to let the clock run. We're approaching only 1 minute, so they're going to be pressed for time if they're intent on getting any points in the remainder of the first half here. So we're at 55 right now. 55 seconds remaining. Huertas back. Another pass over the middle, and the pass is almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by Clark. Clark almost intercepted, number 14 for Villa Park. Puerta just threw the ball up amongst a series of Spartans in the middle there. Bringing up a 4th down, a 4th and 7. Clock stops with 48 seconds remaining. So the hope here is that with this clock stoppage, if Villa Park stops Esperanza here, that the Spartans will get the ball back with perhaps 40 seconds remaining and have a chance to even gain some more points before halftime. Looks like Esperanza is going to utilize their second timeout of the half. We have 48 seconds of football remaining in the first half here, and then you will be treated to the Villa Park High School halftime homecoming show. It's coming right up. Great job by Miss Dorsey and all of Villa Park's ASB in putting on the homecoming show this evening. It takes a tremendous amount of work by the ASB officers, and I want to commend them on a great job, and again for inviting a great crowd to come out this evening as well. So 4th down, 4th and 7 for Esperanza after the timeout, 47 seconds now remaining. The pass is incomplete, intended for number 14, Kushishvili. And Villa Park takes over. That play only elapsed 3 seconds off the clock, so 45 seconds remaining, and we'll see what Villa Park does. Villa Park is now back on offense, and their first string is out there. So we'll see what they do here. 45 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 for Villa Park on their own 32-yard line. So they would probably need to go about 35 yards to be in Salazar's range for a field goal. Lewis takes the ball, throws it out complete to the flat to number 8 to Leftwich, and Leftwich is down to the 35. That was a very short gain. Villa Park's going to need to hurry now. The clock is winding. It's down to 30 seconds, 29, 28, 27, 26. Lewis back, throws to the flat complete to Leftwich. He's out of bounds. 23 seconds remaining. Brings up, more importantly, a 3rd down, though. 3rd down for Villa Park. 3rd and a long 4 at the 38. Again, the clock stopped with 23 seconds. And again, there was not a timeout exercise there, I guess. Lewis back at quarterback. 5 receiver set, so no backs. Lewis pass is incomplete. Low throw incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Casara. Brings up a 4th down. So not the start that Villa Park wanted on this. What would be an abbreviated drive anyway here with precious seconds remaining in the second quarter. Again, Villa Park up 35-12. 19 seconds remaining in the first half. Lewis is at quarterback, 4th down shotgun, avoiding a rush there. Lewis is throwing the ball, perhaps, throws it downfield. The pass is completed. It is actually completed to number 8, Leftwich. 6 seconds remaining.
Pass is completed.
That's a great job by Lewis, stretching the play out.
Timeout called by Villa Park.
Lewis had about 9 seconds to throw that ball, which was unbelievable. He successfully evaded the rush of Esperanza and threw it out into the flat. A tremendous catch in traffic by Leftwich. So that was a gain of about 21 yards. So that'll leave Villa Park with about 6 seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining in the first half. So the strategy, we'll see what happens, but the strategy may be to get, a few yards here on a quick out, and then perhaps give Salazar a chance to kick a long field goal. Salazar, again, a 5-star kicker per Sailor kicking. So we'll see if they give him a shot here at the end of the first half, I should say. 5 receivers set. Lewis is going to be a quarterback, so we'll see what they do here. Lewis is going to throw it to the end zone, and it's caught. A tremendous catch. A tremendous catch.
Pass was completed to number 33.
Blythe Dahl with a tremendous catch. As far as this announcer is concerned, that was the catch of the year so far. Unbelievable throw by Lewis. A complete frozen rope for over 40 yards. Dahl again with the completion for a touchdown. Salazar out of the hole to Lewis. The kick is up, and it's right through the middle. Good. 42 to 14. 42 to 14. Spartans.
Esperanza 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the homecoming show. The Villa Park homecoming show is happening right now, so stay tuned on this YouTube channel. Thank you again for tuning in. We will be back with second half action in approximately 20 minutes. So stay tuned and listen for the live feed for the homecoming show. Mr. Fallon will be the public address announcer or will be announcing. Thank you very much.
Serving this great country.
We're back here at Fred Kelly, the pride of Orange Unified.
He is what I consider what a hero really is. So if you get a chance to shake Matt's hand, please do. But he is one of the best graduates we ever had from this school, and he served our country proudly. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Major Matt Jackson, U.S. Army.
Yeah, we're honoring Major Matt Jackson right now, U.S. Army. Thank you for your service, sir. Great Villa Park Spartan, one of our finest grads, as Mr. Fallon said. Resuming activity here. Esperanza is going to be kicking off. As you know, Villa Park had won the toss. They deferred. 35 Oric is kicking off. Kickoff is short to Christie. Christie at the 20. Christie to the 30. To the 35. Runs into his own man. To the 36.
Run out of bounds by number
1st and 10 Villa Park from the 36-yard line. Their own 36. I'd like to give a huge shout out. See many alumni. Class of 83. Ed Howard. Good job. Welcome back to Fred Kelly. Spartan baseball and football. Former principal. We also have 2 great Spartans. Lou Vecchio. Lou Vecchio, tremendous player. Speaking of tremendous, here comes Carter Christie, and Carter Christie is off to the races. Carter Christie is all the way inside the 20-yard line. Carter Christie with another huge run. 48 yards. Again, we have had tremendous plays of 40-plus yards in this game. I count 7 plays that are 40-plus. 1st and 10 from the Esperanza 16. Frazier with the carry. Frazier inside the 15 to the 14. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 for Villa Park. But call that 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 13. Give a huge shout out to 2 other Spartans that led us through the 2012 and 13 seasons. One, Dylan Osborne, one of the leaders all time in passing at Villa Park, and one, Lou Vecchio. Louis Vecchio is a tremendous ball player. Went to Penn and also Vanderbilt University, and then also signed a pro contract with the Eagles. Handoff again just to Frazier. Frazier is inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Can't overstate, though, the achievement of those 2 individuals, Mr. Osborne and Mr. Vecchio, as they started here, prepped here at Villa Park High back in those years of 2013, 2012. Double-digit win seasons. 2012 CIF finalists. Played before over 12,000 at Anaheim Stadium. Ball is dropped. The snap was dropped. And it looks like Esperanza has the ball. Esperanza has recovered the ball.
Esperanza will take over 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 9-yard line.
That's unfortunate because that's, I think, the 3rd snap that has been dropped tonight for Villa Park, so they're going to need to clean that up moving forward. Defense is out on the field, 1st and 10. So Esperanza takes over at their own 9-yard line, so very deep in their own territory. Snyder over the right side for no gain. 2nd and 10, no gain. 2nd and 10. Handoff is to Snyder. Penalty flag on the field.
Stop by Villa. Villa Park will decline the penalty, brings up third down.
Looked like it was penalty on Esperanza, but it was declined by Villa Park. Brings up a third down and 7. 3rd and 7 from their own 12 for Esperanza. Clock is running with 9:06 remaining in the third quarter. Handoff is to Snyder, and Snyder's bottled up. Look like it was 75. Number 75 is Burris.
The ball carrier.
Loss of 1.
Loses 2 on the play,
4th and 9 now. 4th and 9 for Esperanza. So they'll be kicking from the street toward Spring Street, from Chapman to Spring Street, that way. Punting out of his own end zone, I think, is Oric, if I'm not mistaken. He's the punter. Big rush by Villa Park. Oric got the ball off, and Leftwich catches the ball at the 42. There's a penalty flag on the field. It's too bad because it takes away a very good run back all the way down to the 25.
By Jeremiah Leftwich, but there is a penalty flag.
Penalties against Villa Park. Let's see what it is. It's probably a block in the back. Yeah, it's a block in the back. So that'll be a spot foul. Let's see where they threw the flag. Ball's placed back at the 45 of Villa Park. So the flag was thrown at their Esperanza 40, so it's at the Villa Park 45, 15-yard penalty. It's like it was a blindside block. So the pistol formation, 1st and 10 for Villa Park, 45. Handoff is to Christie. Christie for 2 yards to the 47, bring up a 2nd and 8 for Villa Park. Second and 8, 7:45 remaining in the third. Villa Park up 42-12. Pistol formation again. Lewis at quarterback takes the shotgun snap. Handoff is to Frazier, and Frazier nearly broke it.
Ethan Frazier, the ball carrier,
carried the ball for about 12 yards, 12-yard gain, first down. I believe that's his 4th run of over 10 yards tonight. 1st and 10, Villa Park, Esperanza, 36-yard line. Trips right, single receiver left. Lewis at quarterback. Actually, it's not Lewis at quarterback. That was number 15. That's Legata at quarterback. That was Vince Legata at quarterback.
Vinny Legata's pass was intended for 19. Seth Cassara falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Ball carrier like it was
Dominic Ansich, the ball carrier.
Ansich. Looks like we have some type of injury timeout.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Injured player on the play is Brian Del Rio, 55. We hope he's okay. Looks like he's being helped off the field, though. So we hope that young man is okay as being carried off the field onto looks like the trainer's table. Del Rio is a junior guard. So again, we're hoping for the best for him there. So we resume play with 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Villa Park is up by 30 points, 42-12. Handoff is to Ansich. Dominic around the right side, the junior 5'8", 205 fullback with a nice run.
Stop 2 yards short. 4 count and 2.
So it'll bring up a 4th and 2. Clock running, approaching 6 minutes, halfway through the third quarter. Handoff is to looks like Frazier. Frazier fumbled the football after he attained the first down yardage, and it looks like it's recovered by Esperanza. Very effective tackle there. Again, fumbling the ball before he reached the ground.
Esperanza Aztecs will take over, 1st and 10.
Aztecs take over, 1st and 10 from their own 23. So a couple miscues here by the Spartans in the second half. Not what Coach Ansich obviously wants to see. He likes closely executed, finely executed football, and unfortunately he's not getting that right now from his players, but I'm sure that he'll talk to them, and we'll be getting that together here shortly. Esperanza, again, 1st and 10 from their own 23. Let's see what the defense does here. Motion. Handoff is to Snyder, and Snyder is gobbled up the middle for a loss of 1 by Johnson, number 40. Has several tackles tonight, several solo tackles tonight, I should say.
Brody Snyder, the ball carrier.
Loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Stopped by number 40, Rhett Jackson, and number 74.
Second and 11 for Esperanza. Blitz out to the side. It's completed pass to number 14, which again, Kushishvili, number 14, junior, 6'3", 205.
2nd down and 6.
Brings up a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. So Esperanza has a 3rd and long, 3rd and 6 from the 28, their own 28. It's like setting up a screen. Again, a screen is very effective screen. Johnson again. They've run that play before with great effectiveness, and again, very effective job there, running under the defense. Running again under mostly an aggressive pursuit defense. Ball is on the Esperanza 48 now. 1st down for Esperanza. Well executed. Villa Park's defense is definitely going to have to learn to adapt to those screens. Pass by Puertas is complete, but very short gain, maybe 1 yard. It may give him 2 yards.
Mark Mahar and
Edward Kushishvili, number 14, again on the reception, 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Second and 8. Villa Park blitz. Throw out to the flat is incomplete, but there's a penalty flag. Penalty will be probably assessed against Frazier for pass interference.
Penalty flag on the play. Pass interference called on Villa Park.
First and 10 for Esperanza at the Villa Park 35. 2:51 remaining in the third. 42-12 Villa Park. Again, another short screen, bubble screen. Good tackle there. Leftwich with a great tackle.
Joe Nelson. Upended by Villa Park.
Joe Nelson tackled by
7 yards
Leftwich
gain
there.
on the play, second down and 3 for the
Pretty good
Aztecs.
form tackle there by Leftwich, number 8. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock running with 2:20 remaining in the third. Throw is picked off. The pass is picked off, and this could be returned for a touchdown if there's no bad blocks here. Actually, the ball was returned.
Clark with the interception for Villa Park.
Clark had an angle, but Esperanza closed fast. Pretty good closing speed on their offense there. It's like one of the receivers tackled Clark. But Clark returned the ball approximately 20 yards. So Villa Park takes over
First and 10.
from their own 43. 1st and 10 Villa Park. 1:56 remaining in the third.
43.
They're up by 30, 42-12. I back set. Lewis under center. Actually, that's Vinny Legata that was under center there. And a nice gain. Nice gain by Hayes. Wow. Great run. I'll tell you what, this Spartan offense has several very quick and very elusive running backs. Hayes, Christie, Frazier, Ansich is the fullback. A very, very good running back core. That was a first down there. Legata hands off. There was a counter, and the counter was stopped in the A gap there. I believe that was Frazier that was stopped.
Frazier stopped beyond the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2, brings up second down and 12.
Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. 1 minute. This could be the final play of the third quarter if this is a run. But it is a pass. Pass is actually completed. Wow, great catch. Number 18, Dahl.
Number 18, Gunnar Dahl.
30 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
6 for Villa Park.
Run over the left side. Going to be by Frazier. It's going to be a first down. First down. 5 seconds remaining. The clock will wind in a moment here when the chains are moved for the first down. Clock's going to wind with 3, 2, 1, and the end of the third quarter is upon us.
There's the end of the third quarter.
No scoring in the third.
42.
Score remains. Villa Park 42. Esperanza 12. Be back in just a moment for the fourth quarter. Okay, the fourth quarter is beginning here. First and 10 for Villa Park. I-backs. Legata is out on the flat, throws, and it's completed to Crone. And Crone, number 88, scores a touchdown. Fabulous catch in the flat. Wyatt Crone, the 6'3 senior.
34-yard touchdown pass.
The score now is 48-12. 48-12. Villa Park is up. And per the rules of CIF, after this extra point and then the ensuing kickoff, the clock should run. The clock should go to a running clock for the remainder of the game. High snap, Salazar's kick, right through the middle. Great job tonight. Great hold by Lewis. So the score, 11:28 remaining in the fourth quarter, is Villa Park 49, Esperanza 12. And as I stated, the clock will now begin running. Even before the kickoff begins, the clock will begin running. We are greater than a 35-point lead in the fourth quarter, so per the rules, the clock will begin running. In fact, has started running here.
Emiliano Salazar kicking off for Villa Park.
Salazar with his kickoff tonight. This is going to be his 8th kickoff. Salazar with a tremendous boot all the way to the back of the end zone.
There's the touchback. Aztecs will take over first and 10. Ball will be at their 20.
Believe that's Salazar's 6th touchback of the night. Of course, he had one returned, and then one was a pooch kick that begun the game. Clock is running now. 11:25. Esperanza has the ball on their own 20-yard line with the score 49-12, Villa Park. Snyder with the carry. Snyder is tackled by numerous Spartans over the left side.
Snyder, the ball carrier.
Short gain of 1 yard. We're under 11 minutes remaining now. Handoff up the middle. It was like Snyder again. No gain. Several Spartans on the tackle.
Snyder, the ball carrier, good. Wrapped up by 85. Dylan Daniels.
Good job by Dylan Daniels. 3rd and 9. About 9.5 actually. Inside the 21-yard line. And off is to Snyder, and Snyder is taken down by 4 or 5 Spartans right up the middle. So Esperanza looks like it will be content to just run the ball and just let the clock roll at this point. Going to be a 4th down. 4th down.
Wrapped up by a host of defenders.
I believe Oric is coming out to punt. So Hogard and Leftwich will be the deep receivers for the punt. Low snap. Kick is away. It looks like Hogard has it. Hogard is around the right side. Like a aggressive tackle close to a horse collar, but not called. Villa Park takes over, I should say, at the 44. At the Esperanza 44. 1st and 10. So approximately a 30-yard punt there. Hogard took it for 7 yards. First and 10, Villa Park. Legata at quarterback. Number 15. Looks like there's a late substitution. Villa Park needed a tight end. That was Diego Perez. Handed off with a nice gain up the middle is to Hayes.
Hayes, the ball carrier, picks up a couple yards.
Hayes carried the ball near the 40. 2nd and 7.
3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7 for Villa Park.
7:50 with the running clock. The clock's moving. 7:50 remaining. That was a new quarterback in there. And a fumble on the snap occurred, and Esperanza takes over. That's the 4th snap that's been botched tonight. So, again, as I was saying before, Coach Ansich is definitely going to want to have his players clean that up. It was a rough exchange there from snapper to quarterback. Contributing factor to that could be that because of the shotgun formations are so prevalent these days that a lot of times under the center snaps are very difficult to handle sometimes by the quarterbacks because frankly they're not used to that anymore. As they're usually doing that maybe 2 to 4 times a game only. Clock is stopped now. Looks like Esperanza has called a timeout. They might be calling a timeout to get some more players in. So we have 6:38 remaining, 49-12 Villa Park. Before I forget, I wanted to recognize some of our schools that won attendance awards for the months of August and September. Running Springs Elementary, Villa Park Elementary, McPherson Magnet School, Sarah Villa Middle School. You're hearing a pretty familiar theme here because many of these schools are Villa Park High School feeder schools. Cambridge Elementary also won. Also, we had Fairhaven Elementary win, and then Lamson Elementary won. So that was a great job by those schools. With winning attendance awards in the August and September months. We champion attendance here in Orange Unified, and that's our mantra, we champion attendance. And our overall mantra being we are OUSD. Handoff up the middle by Esperanza. Snyder carried the ball for about 5 yards. Now what you're seeing from Villa Park is you're seeing many 2nd and 3rd string players come in, which is great. Coach Ansich and his staff over the 15 years that he's been here has always done a tremendous job of playing as many players a game as he can. Each player is coached up and knows what to do, and that's a credit to him and his coaching staff. So there's many backup players in right now, facing the number 1 offense from Esperanza, frankly. And so they're doing quite a good job. In fact, they stopped Snyder again from getting a first down. So, again, this is basically Froshoff and freshman, sophomores, I should say, and junior varsity players stopping a number 1 offense of a North Hills League opponent. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1. We have 5:20 remaining in the ball game. 49-12, Villa Park. Handoff, and actually the snap was botched, but it looks like there's enough for a first down.
Picked up a first down for Esperanza with the 2-yard gain.
Number 7, Frazier's was the quarterback on that play for Esperanza. He fumbled, but recovered it and leaned forward for a first down. So first down for Esperanza with only 4:40 remaining now in the ball game. Doubles left, single receiver right. Handoff is to, that's not Snyder now. That's another Esperanza player. That's 43.
The ball carrier.
I have Grijalvac, the ball carrier. Grijalvac, number 43 for Esperanza, with a 4-yard gain over the left side. So 2nd and 5 for Esperanza. 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Doubles left, single receiver right for Esperanza. Frazier gets the carry. Actually hands the ball off at Grijalvac again.
Navarro, the ball carrier. Picks up a couple. 3rd down and 3.
Actually, that's Alexander Gavrilovich, 43. He's a sophomore linebacker and running back. Gavrilovich, number 43, was carrying the ball. He's carried the ball two or three times in a row here. Approaching 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining in the game now. Blitz by Villa Park, and Gavrilovich is absolutely crushed in the backfield. Looks like miraculously recovered his own fumble, but number 13, Megar for Mark Megar for Villa Park. Unbelievable play. Senior cornerback, free safety, and strong safety. That was an unbelievable play. What a blitz right there. Hit Gavrilovich in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss. Penalty flag on the field. Looks like a sideline warning on Villa Park. Sideline warning, Villa Park. Clock stops with 2:15. Clock beginning with 2:10 now remaining.
Pass is completed to number 16, Eddie Matthews. Dropped by number 20, Jake Lawhorn. Villa Park takes over on downs.
Villa Park has taken over. We're at a minute and a half remaining, 90 seconds remaining in the game. Looks like Villa Park will probably just run tackle to tackle if they run any plays at all. Again, up by 37, running clock. We hope that all of our players on both sides are okay. They haven't been injured too badly. That was just a straight handoff there. Trying to get a number for you here. I'm looking for a number for the Spartan. It looks like it was that was like I don't have the number. It looks like looks like a JV player there. I didn't have a number there. Could be Leighton, 36. This may be the last play of the game. And
Villa Park takes the knee.
Legata just took a knee, and that was the final play of the game. So the final play of the game was executed there, down to 20 seconds, and the clock is going to run out. Successful homecoming, and Villa Park successfully goes to 7-0. So 7-0 in the season. Final score will be 49 for Villa Park, 12 for Esperanza. Thank you for joining us. Great job by Villa Park admin, teachers, staff, ASB, Villa Park football coaches. Wonderful job.
And there's your final score. Homecoming 2023. Villa Park 49, Esperanza 12.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the OUSD YouTube. This broadcast will be archived, so thank you very much. Thanks for your patience with us. Great job to Michael Sullivan tonight, production, Hannah Brake, Kevin Sullivan, all of our camera folks, all of our staff. Thank you, Bill Fallon, for your announcing. And this is Ken Miller. Thanking you very much. Remember, we are OUSD, and we champion attendance. Thank you very much. And good night from the pride of Orange Unified, Fred Kelly Stadium. Good night.